Hello and welcome to expressionweb.us. Today we are going to be creating a drop-down menu using pure HTML and CSS. This is just a basic drop-down menu, nothing too fancy. There are, of course, slicker ways to make drop-down menus using JavaScript and Flash, but we're only going to show you how to do it with HTML and CSS for now. Uh, the purpose of the tutorial is basically to get your feet wet and show you how to build a basic drop-down menu that will work in almost all browsers except for Internet Explorer 6. There is a workaround to that, but we would have to show you that in another video some other time. But for now, the HTML and CSS drop-down menu should be just fine for most basic purposes. So let's get started. Let's jump right into Expression Web. Uh, if you've seen any other of our other videos, you know we get started we like template sites. So we go site, new site, template. We'll just pick one at random here. We'll pick this one. This one is auto-titled. It's called drop-down menus, number 5. That's fine. This is kind of a preview of what it looks like. We click OK. The site is automatically built for us. If we want to see what the site would look like, we double-click default. Let's go to the split view here, and then we just click F12 on the keyboard, and it kind of shows you what it would look like. You see that this main box has been pushed down. It's because of this navigation bar. It's been pushed down, but this is what we're focusing on, right? So we're going to get rid of this side. This is actually a vertical menu. We're going to get rid of this and turn it into a horizontal menu with drop-down boxes. So let's do that. I don't really like this background color. I don't really. You might want to swap out the photos too if you don't like them, but I don't really like this background. So I'm going to fix that real quick. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. So what I'll do is we'll be working out of our master DWT file. Remember, this is a template page that basically feeds and controls all the other pages on your website, including your home page. So any change you make here will apply to all your other pages. If you went into one of these other pages and made changes that only change on that page, you don't want that. So we should be working primarily out of the master DWT file, but when we go to see what the website looks like, we always switch to the default home page. You can't preview a master template page. So anyway, for now, let's try switching to the code view and see what style sheet we're linking to. Here you see this link, and it says style number 3. So let's go over here to style. There's the style number 3 sheet. Let's double click on that. You come right up here to the top where you see where it says body. We're just going to highlight all this stuff related to the background and simply delete it. Just hit delete on your keyboard. And let's save that. This change that I made on the style sheet will apply kind of like the master template to all the other pages on the website. So let's go to the home page, the default page, and see what it looks like now. Let's click F12 there and see that without that background gone, to me it looks a lot cleaner. So once we get this drop-down menu taken care of, once we get rid of this box will come up and it'll look a lot better. But at least it looks a lot cleaner for my taste, at least. Okay, so here we are. We're back. We're in the default page. Remember, we want to work in the master page, so we slip over to there. Now I'd like to think I made this easy for you because I already have the code. I've already written the code for you for for the drop-down menu. It's free, it's yours to keep. Do whatever you want with it. It's just basic HTML, so it's nothing that amazing. But what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the code that's on the website right now already. So we're on the master page. We come down here to where it says begin navigation, and here's our div, our divider for the navigation bar that we were seeing on the home page. So what we're going to do is we're just going to highlight this. So with your cursor, you click and drag, hold it down, highlight all that. Then you can right click, delete, and that's gone. So we're going to come back here. Let's make a little extra space there so we don't miswrite exactly where we're supposed to be. We're going to come back and put some code in here. What we're going to do is we're going to actually go to expressionweb.us to get the code. So I'll show you how that works. So come over here. We're on expressionweb.us. Come over here to the Learn. And I have all the files here already, so this is the one we're most interested in. Now this is a text file. It has HTML code on it. So what will happen is when I open it, the browser, this file, it'll open this file, and when the browser does, because it's HTML code, it's going to appear as a web page. So let's do that. And then this is the drop-down menu. Actually, this is the menu that we'll be using. This is a fully functional vertical menu. It looks vertical right now, but once we apply the CSS code to this, it'll turn it into a drop-down menu. But this is what the menu looks like, the drop-down menu looks like without the CSS code applied to it. But even without the CSS code applied to it, it still would be a fully functional vertical menu. But this isn't what we want. So what we're going to do now, because there's a text file behind this, we want to see that. So this is Internet Explorer 8. It's a little different on Mozilla, but somewhere on Firefox you'll find somewhere up here somewhere that says source code. So here on Internet Explorer, it's right here under Page, View Source, and there's our HTML code that we want. So all you got to do is copy this, just highlight it, copy, right click, copy, and we're going to go back into Expression Web, and we're going to just paste that code right in there. This is on the master template, remember now, and we're going to save that. It's going to tell us that it's going to update all the other 8 pages on the website. That's exactly what we want to do. We go yes. And now let's take a look at what's happened. Let's go to the home page, save that, hit F12, and there we go. This is basically, as you see, it highlights as we go along, right? So if I put links to these list items here, I could link these all to different pages, and it basically would function as, a multi-level navigation bar. But this isn't what we want yet. We're not quite done. We've got the HTML code. This is all HTML code, just an unordered list with list items, and so we're gonna click out of that. That's not quite what we want. We're almost there. Okay, now so to convert our vertical HTML code menu into a drop-down menu, all we need to do is create a CSS file and give that instructions to the HTML code. So this is how we're going to do it. I hope I made it easy for you. First, we come over here to File. We're going to go New, Page, come down here to CSS, click that, go OK, and it automatically creates an untitled CSS page for us. Right click, save, and we'll just save this as menu. It'll automatically save it with the .css extension. So now what we're going to do, we've got a blank CSS page waiting to be used. So we're going to go back to Expression Web, and let's go over here, go to Expression Web. We're on the Learn page, and we come here to the Menus CSS text file. We're going to open that, and then we're going to do like we did before. We're just going to highlight all this code right here. I'm going to right click it, copy it. Let's just minimize this. Go back into Expression Web and paste it. There's all our CSS code for us. This code has all this mumbo jumbo here is basically the instructions to the HTML, to the browser, to convert that HTML into a drop-down menu. Pretty amazing if you think about it. So we're going to save that file. It should be over here on our folder list. What we're going to do for consistency is drag that into our drag it into our styles folder, so all our style sheets are together. Now we're going to go back to our master DWT page, and just for the full, so you get the full effect of this, I'll switch to design view.